Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about the number one lesson that I've learned after swing trading for 7 years full time. We're going to show you guys kind of why I believe in this rule and the biggest lesson, guys, and a good strategy that honestly really follows that approach. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that like button, subscribe, and if you guys want to get 50% off by honestly learning how to trade, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We got private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, but more importantly, we actually teach you to trade. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. It's honest strategies that I've learned over 7 years. So click that link, sign up, and you guys can get 50% off by using code Halloween. There's only one spot left for that code, so check it out. And guys, let's dive into this. So this is a very, very common question I get asked is, Carter, after swing trading and trading for 7 years, what is the number one lesson? And there's a lot of really good honorable mentions, right? One of them being, having realistic expectations. Number two, understanding that trading is not easy. But I really think the number one lesson is any action in the market is often an overreaction. And we've seen this time and time again, whether it's through huge sell-offs or huge amount of buying pressure. It happens almost every single day. Let me show you guys how we take advantage of that as traders and investors. So you guys can see here, if we pull up just the S&P 500, this is what we recently took a great trade on ticker symbol SPY. Now, you guys will see here that we saw this huge sell-off, where pretty much it went from about 672 all the way down to 646. So that sell-off, just to put it in perspective, is billions of dollars in market cap. That gives a spread of about 4% essentially in a single day. So 4% in the S&P 500 is literally billions of dollars of sell-off. Now, the reason why we got so much sell-off is because of conflict with China. Now, there was supposed to be a meeting. The meeting got canceled or delayed, and this causes a lot of investors to go, whoa, the market's going to crash. And this is what happens is the market sell off, right? Went literally huge sell off, short amount of time, but the next day, you guys will notice it popped up, right? Because often any action is an overreaction. So looking at this here, the first thing we do as traders is set alerts, right? For the S&P 500. I'm a huge believer that using sell-off like this is a massive opportunity to hop in on this stock or ETF, whatever you guys are trading. But you guys will notice that this ETF here, let's go ahead and remove some of these indicators so we can see this a little clearer here. All right, there we go. So you guys can pretty much see just the heavy amount of support we've seen. So the heavy amount of buying pressure essentially that we've seen out of this on this white line, right? So each and every time it gets that sell-off, we've seen natural tendencies of getting buying pressure. So hit it once, twice, 3 times, almost 4, 5, recently right in here, 6. So we knew we could get some sort of buying pressure on this huge dip down. That is one of the huge reasons we took this trade. Not to mention, we also looked at another indicator by the name of the RSI. It was trading, right, for about a 38, right? The last time it was trading for 38, guys, was back in this range right here. And what happened? Huge amount of buying pressure right after. So I knew we could get some sort of momentum going up. Going to that lower time frame, you guys can see that same white line hit near and around the 655 mark. That was our entry point. Now, entering at 655, with the S&P 500, if we just look back over the past 90 years, through the ups and downs, it's had an average return rate of about 10%. So even if I bought in here, it sells off 5%, 10%, we could average down on that share price. So once it recovers, your average cost is lower. so you can make more money. But you guys will see immediately started getting more traction, more buying pressure. And with the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days, we're already up with this trade essentially about $900, which I'll take that any day of the week. So the biggest lesson is to not fear sell off. And any action is an overreaction, right? Those two things are so incredibly important as traders, as investors, to not fear sell off. You guys can see we took a very similar trade here on Home Depot. Good sell off, great breakout. Now it's starting to rally its way up. Sold about 80% of our shares on that dip down. Now it's creeping its way back up even higher. Textbook trade. Looking at that daily time frame, you guys can see that same white line, heavy amount of support was our entry point. Not fearing that sell-off, getting in on a good breakout. And so guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe. But that is the best tip and trick and lesson I've learned. Make sure you guys smash that like button, check out our school. And the broker I always use is Moomoo. So there's going to be a link down below. I'll see you guys in there. Like, follow, and have a good rest of your day. Take care.